This is our version of the Advanced Shoulder Program. We use this program to get our patients ready for discharge into an independent workout routine. Cable A's. We call this the Cable A because your arms end in an A formation. Start facing the cable machine with the cable arms up high around the third level from the top. Reach across your body and grab the opposite handles for each hand so that your wrists are crossing over themselves with the palms facing towards you and above your head. There will be a slight bend in the elbows and in the knees. Without bending your elbows, bring your arms straight down to your sides into an A formation. One thing to look out for with all of these exercises is to make sure you do not bend your elbows then straighten your arms to get to the ending position, as that incorporates more triceps than we are looking for in these exercises. Cable chest flies. When you finish the cable A's, you will turn around leaving the cables in the same setup position. Grab the handles and step forward into a slight lunge. Bring the cables down across the chest and cross your arms over each other, then return to the starting position. Cable adduction. When you finish the cable chest flies, you will leave the cables in the same setup position, but back up close to the machine and grab the handles with your palms facing down to the floor. From this position, you will pull the cables straight down to your sides. Cable T's. We call this the Cable T because your arms end in a T formation. Start facing the cable machine and set the cable arms high enough so that the handles are near shoulder level. Reach across your body and grab the opposite handles for each hand so that your arms are crossed in front of you. Put a slight bend in the elbows to reduce the stress on them during the movement, but keep them locked at that angle during the movement away from your body into the T formation. Cable bear hugs. When you finish the cable T's, you will turn around leaving the cables in the same setup position. Grab the handles and step forward into a slight lunge. Bring the cables forward and across your chest like you are performing a bear hug. Cable Y's. Start facing the cable machine with the cable arms down low around the third level from the bottom. Reach across your body and grab the opposite handles for each hand so that your wrists are crossing over themselves with the palms facing your quads. Without bending your elbows, bring your arms over your head into a Y formation. With some of our taller people, we usually have them sit on an exercise ball so that way they can go through full range of motion of the Y exercise. Cable chest pulls. When you finish the cable Y's, you will turn around leaving the cables in the same setup position. Grab the handles and step forward into a slight lunge position. With your palms facing forward, you will pull the cables up in front of you, performing a chest squeeze. Cable abduction. Start facing away from the cable machine, leaving the cables in the same setup position. Reach across your body and grab the opposite handles for each hand so that your wrists are crossing over themselves with the palms facing your quads. Without bending your elbows, bring your arms straight up to your sides, ending in the T formation. Power-ups. Put both straps in the right hand and stand facing the wall with your feet shoulder width apart. To find the correct distance, you will pull your right arm up like you are doing a row and reach as far forward as you can with your left arm. You want your feet close enough to the wall so that you are still having to support yourself with your right arm and there is still tension on the straps. If you have no weight on your right arm and the straps are loose, then you should move your feet closer to the wall. From here, you will rotate your upper torso and bring your left arm back towards the floor as you extend your right arm. Once you are fully extended, you will perform a power-up and perform a row with your right arm, keeping your elbow up high, and rotate your torso as you reach as far forward as you can with your left arm. To make this move harder, you can have a partner step in and push down on your free arm as you try and resist them throughout the entire movement towards the floor. TRX three-way push-ups. Stand facing away from the wall with the straps in your hands and lean forward into a push-up position. Perform a regular push-up, then perform an archer push-up by moving your right arm straight out to your side as you perform a regular push-up with your left hand, then repeat on the other side. From here, you will perform a Superman push-up by bringing your right arm straight over your head as you perform a regular push-up with your left arm and then repeat again on the other side. That is considered one set, and you will repeat the set of 3 push-ups 10 times. TRX rowing. Start on your back on the floor with your feet propped between the first and second step on the wall ladder and the straps in your hands. Lift your bottom off the floor and hold your body straight. Then perform a row and come back down, but keep your bottom off the floor for the entire sequence. The second sequence will have you stepping about 2 feet away from the wall, and you might need a partner to block your feet from sliding. At this point, you will perform your rows, keeping your elbows in tight by your sides. The third sequence will have you standing at about a 45-degree angle as you perform your last set of rows. Ball slams. Grab a medicine ball and hold it with both hands at your chest. Lift the ball over your head as high as you can, then slam it into the ground as hard as you can. Make sure you bend your knees and at your waist, using everything you have to slam the ball through the floor. Grab the ball as it is rebounding up to your chest and float it over your head to slam it again in a smooth flowing motion. To make this exercise harder, you will catch the ball in front of you after the bounce and then lift it back over your head on each rep. Wall balls. Grab a medicine ball and hold it with both hands at your chest while facing a wall. Squat as deep as you can with good form, then explode up and throw the ball as high as you can, letting it bounce off the wall and back to you. When you catch the ball, you should be heading into your next squat with a fluid motion, and repeat. TRX ice stretches. Stand facing away from the wall with the straps in your hands and your arms out in front of you. From this point, you will bring your hands over your head as you lean forward into a full plank, and your body will be in an I position. Hold this plank for a couple of seconds and then step forward and lean into the stretch to give yourself a little bit more range of motion. Repeat this process a couple of times. TRX T stretches. Stand facing away from the wall with the straps in your hands. Step away from the wall and lift your arms out to your sides until you are leaning into a plank with your arms in a T formation. Hold this plank for a couple of seconds, then step forward to take the weight off of your shoulders to get a deep stretch. Then step back into the plank and repeat. TRX Angel Stretch. Stand facing away from the wall with the straps in your hands. Lift your arms up over your head to where you are planking in an I formation. Bring your arms slowly down to your sides, then back up like you are making snow angels. Then step forward to take the pressure off the shoulders and perform the same move in a deeper stretched position, and repeat. TRX single arm overhead stretches. To focus the stretch better on each individual arm, you will grab both straps in one hand while standing with your opposing side towards the wall. Then bring the arm up as you step away from the wall to get a good abduction stretch, and then perform the same move while facing forwards away from the wall to get a flexion stretch. Hold each stretch for a few seconds and repeat. TRX reverse shoulder rotations. Stand facing away from the wall with the straps in your hands and your palms facing behind you. Walk away from the wall, letting your arms stretch out behind you until you are leaning forward in a full stretch, then take a few steps backward to increase the stretch a little further. From here, you will rotate your shoulders so that your palms go from palms up to palms down and back for 2 minutes.